Hi guys, how's it going? So, we're here to do a live. We're just gonna chat. No real agenda tonight, just to chat about some things, you know, pet peeves and stuff in general. So, yeah. So I'll let you guys filter in. And we're gonna talk today about pet peeves that people have. Put yours in the chat, please. I'd like to talk about them. One thing I do want to talk about in particular is YouTube right off the bat. Now, of course, a lot of people have issues with YouTube. There's a lot of bullshit with YouTube, especially lately. But we'll get there in just a second. Just want to check something. Yeah, 58.7. Okay, well, hit that like button, guys, if you haven't already. As soon as you come in, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. So if you can, please do. Yeah. So hello, Just Evan, Legends, SC Scout Guy, Broken Speaker, Rab, Legends 28, me procrastinating is mine, Fat Produce, Broken Speaker. Boy, too many pet peeves. I have several friends who make a living off YouTube, and they are all scrambling to get to other sources of income. A pet peeve I have with YouTube is it only notifies me about your live streams about 1 out of 5 times. Yeah, well, we are at, all right, so we just hit our 6 years on YouTube in October, which is great. And we are sitting currently now at 58,700, almost 800 subscribers. The problem I have with that is because early last year, we were actually over 60,000 subscribers. Until YouTube did their little purge of fake accounts or whatever. So it went down. It's like, okay, cool. Well, that's a totally legit thing. That's a totally legit reason for the subscriber count to go down. That's cool, fine. We got knocked down quite a bit. We got knocked down to like 54,000, so it's like 6,000 plus subscribers that the accounts are just gone from our subscriber list. That being said, we were almost at 60,000 again just a month ago. Just about ready to crest that $60,000 subscriber mark, or at least hit like 50, 59, whatever. Go and check like 2 or 3 days ago, and we're missing another like 200 subscribers again. It knocked us back down again. I don't know if it's the platform, the channel or the YouTube just hates our channel, but it seems to really be you're not getting past that 60,000 subscribers threshold, which irks me to no end. Is definitely a pet peeve for sure. And I'm not super pleased about that. So, I mean, yeah, not super happy about that. Timothy Moore, what's good, my guy? Not too much. I mean, not too much is bad. I mean, a lot's good, but you know how it is. Should probably move this up just a tad. Actually, I don't have to. It's fine. It's fine. One thing I do need to do is like level it a bit, though. Yeah, that's better. Broken Speaker, they all feel YouTube had them build their audience and make money. Now they are lowering the boom and taking in the profits and not passing it along to the pimps and drug dealers. Yeah, YouTube's recently expanded on their bullshit advertising thing. Now you don't even have to be a partner to have uh, stuff ads on your channel. They spam all the channels with ads. We upload one and we have to go back and take out about 15 commercial breaks, 15 ad breaks that they put in. That's another huge fucking issue. So I don't know who's getting the profits from that, but it's not YouTube creators. It's definitely not the smaller channels for sure. So that's a huge pet peeve. And I don't want to move platforms. I don't want to have to go to whatever like Twitch. We have a Twitch Trekyards, but I've never used it. I made it just in case we might need it at some point. Maybe do some Trekyards gaming or something. But and I know Twitch is better with their creators and stuff on there. I don't. And Libry, LBRY, I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's another thing that uses Bitcoin or something, which we've shared our videos on there. They automatically get put over there, but I don't know how the fuck to use that. So that's just another issue. Legend 28, I was Dr. Quinn 333, changed my name. Okay. Rob, it's nice, too bad Trek can't get those hate clicks. See, that's the thing. We could clickbait it up and hit that. See, I had every intention going into this year. As we hit January 1st, I was saying to Samuel, this is going to be the year. This will be 7 years on YouTube. We're going to hit 100,000 subscribers. I don't think it's going to happen now. And it's not even the end of January. Just because as you get a little bit ahead, they just knock you right back down. And it's fucking frustrating. And I know some smaller channels like Steve Shives, he recently, well, he hit 100,000 subscribers at about his 10 years on YouTube mark. But YouTube isn't the creature it used to be. And luckily for us, I mean, we have increased quite a lot of subscribers over the last few months, the last 23 weeks or whatever, because of Lower Decks, because of Discovery. We still have Star Trek Prodigy on the way. We have a bunch of new Star Trek stuff that will be coming. So hopefully those will build subscribers. But honestly, it's just a pain in the ass. It's like getting kicked in the balls. You look at your subscriber count one day, you're like, oh yeah, that's awesome, great. Look at the next day and it's like down. And it's not like by 157 people. It's like 200. It's like a clean, even 200 done, you know. It's like, what is happening? Why? Like, just let us hit those milestones. I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. I want to have a silver play button, like right there behind me. That's what all I've wanted for the channel since we started. You know, when we first started, it was like just to create great Star Trek content that we'd want to watch ourselves. Then after a year or so, we had a great momentum going on. We're getting subscribers left, right, and center. And we're like, okay, 100,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be happy. Figured we'd hit that probably in 3-4 years. And we are 6 years in, and just these last 10,000 have just been slogging. We've mixed it up. We've changed formula for videos over the years with the data files and the fact files and the more bite-sized content. We changed up the thumbnail looks. We've done a bunch of different things. My Captain Foley personal channel is growing fairly well. I don't really make enough content over there to complain. But I'm at like 2,080 people or something right now, which is fantastic. And I have plans this week to film content exclusively for the Captain Foley personal channel. Some really cool stuff, actually. I've got these things here, which I just got. These are the world's smallest. These are the world's smallest transformers. A little Starscream there, a little Optimus. I've also got Bumblebee. These are little tiny. I'm going to be doing those, filming a video on those this upcoming week for the Captain Foley personal channel. Because as you guys know, I've got, different interests like Transformers, Sherlock Holmes, like swords. There's a lot of stuff I want to put over on the Captain Foley personal channel. And that was the plan for this week. Now that Discovery's done, we have more free time, which means I want to create more content for the Captain Foley personal channel. I also got back into Eagle Moss reviews. I'm going to be filming a few of those this week, and editing those and scheduling them for release over the next couple months. So hopefully we'll be getting Eagle Moss reviews every Friday on both channels, Captain Foley personal channel and the Trekyards channel. Some will be Captain Foley channel exclusives though, just as a way to kind of draw people over there. Because the reason I go live with my gameplays and my rants and my videos, my lives like this on here is because we have a good subscriber count, and I got a lot of regulars that chime in here. Like currently right now we have 60 people here with 27 likes. That's great. You know, hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. So 60 people, anywhere from 60 to 120 or so is what I'll get if I do a live on here. If I go to one on the Captain Foley personal channel, I'll get 12. You know, because not everybody gets notifications, not everybody's subscribed to it. So I feel like I need to do them over here to get the content out. But at the same time, it probably hurts the algorithm. There's a bunch of YouTube things that, you know, if some videos underperform, then it's always a back and forth dance with YouTube, and it's really getting on my nerves lately. But let's just get into some of the comments you guys have here. Hold on. Jordan Shred, hello Captain. I hope you're in good spirits tonight aside from your YouTube fracking with your numbers. Yeah, fairly good. Had a fairly relaxing weekend. Rob, I come here for ships and keep getting show stuff. That's fair enough. I mean, we did start out as the ships channel, but after like the first 4 years, we had covered most of them. We still have a lot of, and still we try to make every Saturday about ships, regardless, which is our regular release schedule. Is just, you know, the regular shows on Saturday, once a week. All the other stuff is just bonus stuff. So I get that as well. But we need to do other content as well, unfortunately. And with new Star Trek, there's so much to talk about. It just fit perfectly like a glove for this channel. It's like, okay, we'll just start talking about Star Trek reviews. So I get that. Half Soul Kanaki, a friend had 1,000 subs to him during his stream, and YouTube did that to him too. So yeah, it's just YouTube. Fat Produce puts in $5. Have you all thought about branching into Twitch for live streams? There's a way to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time through Restream.io. I haven't really looked into that stuff yet. That's something I was considering doing as well, streaming to multiple platforms at the same time, and that's something that I think we will look into. Also, you can also add tip jars and stuff through OBS. I have no idea how to do any of that because that money all goes towards us and not YouTube scooping their 30% off the top. So it's something to consider. Timothy Moorcap, the sad state of affairs is that you aren't working on a car or got a pretty chick on your channel. It's like pushing a turd up a hill with a twig taped to your head. Hey, I do have a pretty girl on my arm, but just not all the time. She's not in enough videos. And I sometimes work on the Camaro, but I mean, it's in storage right now. It'll be coming back out in March probably. But yeah. Rob, Twitch is very unreliable in my experience. See, I've heard both good and bad things about Twitch, so I'm not sure what to do in regards to that. So, Jordan says Twitch isn't much better with their new list of words that will get you banned. Oh fuck! See, that's another thing. Even with Facebook and shit, just the stupidity of you do something, they ban you, they don't tell you why, or they won't show you what they removed. It's like, for fuck, how am I supposed to fucking know? Yeah, I agreed to your fucking community guidelines, but I didn't violate them. So why am I not? Mark Lawrence, good evening, Cap. Was showing the kids the Karate Kid 1 and 2. That's awesome, Mark. Hope they enjoy them. Have you tried Parlor? LOL. So you're putting LOL there. I don't know what Parlor is. I assume it's some kind of adult thing. But Trev Nod, is that a technical drawing of the Enterprise behind you? It is. It is a cutaway of the original Enterprise. Got it at Hobby Lobby. It's done by Michael and Denise Okuda. It's just pretty cool. SC Scout Guy, I saw a commercial for the new Paramount Plus today during the AFC Championship game. It showed Pike and mentioned Brave New Worlds. Yeah, I think you mean Strange New Worlds. I didn't know it showed Pike. That's interesting. Real Proto Mike, I watch because you don't clickbait or go 100% negative. See, that's what we want to do with the channel. We could easily go 100% clickbait and just build up the subscriber base like a few channels have done, and then just live on that. And we don't want to do that. We want to have integrity. We want to have some kind of, people come to Trekyards for a certain reason, and that's to get a fair, balanced review. A lot of people don't think that of us. A lot of people in the same videos comments will see that we're shills or that we are haters. People just don't fucking listen. They hear what they want to hear. So that's another thing that kind of pisses me off. But Michael Torres, I am a fan. Thank you so much, Michael. Very much appreciated. Rhode Island, Trekyards YouTube have been removing accounts from YouTube that were pro-Trump accounts after that little invasion into Capitol. You are not only the only one losing subscribers. Well, I didn't think we were, but I mean, way back, like a year ago or so, there was that big purge where they announced that they're going to do that, and we lost like a ton, like 7,000 subscribers or something like that, 6,000 to 7,000, and it's like that's a real fucking kick to the nuts, dude. Like we got to build all those back. Like sure, if they're inactive accounts or whatever, that's legit. But I don't know, it's just bullshit. Jordan says, have you and Samuel agreed in advance who's going to get the play button? Well, we haven't really talked about it. You can request another one from YouTube, so we're just going to get two. I just want to make sure that it says Trekyards on it, because we had to change the custom URL of Trekyards web series, which I just wanted to say Trekyards. So I don't know if they contact you. They probably don't. They probably just send it out. But you can request a new one and pay for it, I think. You can pay for another one or an additional one. So, SC Scout Guy, if there are multiple hosts, they will give them each one. Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Broken speaker, $4. Silver play buttons are overrated. Here's money. They are overrated, but it's still a symbol of, I hit 100,000 on YouTube. I know it's not a big deal anymore. Everybody has them. Everybody shows them off in their videos. I get it, but I just want to feel like, and I do feel like we've accomplished something. I do feel like we've built this brand, and we've got a great community. We've got all the Facebook channels. We've got all the stuff on YouTube. It's just there's a lot there. But if YouTube goes down, all of our videos are like, yep. So all that time just wasted. That being said, we'll have the fan base. We have the recognition within the community, which is great. So, I don't know. It's good and bad. Hold on one second here. Jordan Shred, that's good, I suppose, though I don't like the idea of watching them on a drunken debate over who was going to get it. Though I did like the idea. Yeah, we'll have that discussion on a Drunkyards, I'm sure. Ozzy says, any gum inside? Any gum inside what? Matthew Shuck, have you ever heard of Star Trek The Return by William Shatner? Do you think they should have made a movie when some of the cast were still alive today? Yes, I have heard of The Return. I've read all of the Shatner books that have, written by Shatner and Judith and Garfield Reed Stevens. No, they're written by Judith and Garfield Reed Stevens. Ideas suggested by Shatner. So, but yeah, I've got all the books. They're fucking great. I would have loved to see those as movies. Those are like the expanded universe for Star Wars. Like the Timothy Zahn books and stuff. Those should have been made into movies as well. So, yeah. Michael says he's still watching Stargate. Yes, we're on episode, we just started season 8, so we're on episode 5 now, I think. We're just starting episode 6. Can't remember. Jordan Shred, where did you get the world's smallest transformers? I can never find those things for less than a kidney. What? All four of them, I got from Big Bad Toy Store. For all four of them, plus shipping, it was like $27. So I don't know. Anyway. Black delegation. I have some criticism, but I should probably wait to talk about it another time. Capstein's bum. I don't want to contribute to that. No, I mean, just let us know. I mean, we've heard it all before. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to do this. Some of it we've dived into and tried it, and it didn't fucking pan out at all. So it's not worth our time continuing to make content like that if it's just not going to get the views or the numbers. So we've tried a lot of suggestions. We've heard a lot of the criticisms. But yeah, anything helps. I mean, it could be something we haven't heard before. It could be something that would really, make an impact. So if you want to say it, say it. If you don't, that's cool. Better to hit me when I'm in this kind of mood than when I'm in a better mood, Olivia Julie is $5. If you haven't make sure you subscribe to Captain Foley's personal channel. I can't confirm or deny that you will get a puggy with subscription. Olivia loves Precious. She loves my pug. And that's okay. Captain Shannon Murphy and Facebook and Twitter ban, suspend, or censor people for having a certain opinion. It's really bad. Yeah, I know. It's a whole other thing. Olivia Julius, $2, making OnlyFans. And see, OnlyFans isn't just what you think it is. It's not just nudity and shit. So it's been suggested to us. But at the same time, you hear OnlyFans, you think that. That's exactly what it is. They're like Patreon prostitutes. And Rachel King's Parler is alt-right Facebook. Jordan Shred, Parler is ultra-right-wing version of Twitter that got shut down, is now hosting in Russia. Not joking. Wow, that's fucking nuts. Captain Shannon Murphy, that is false. Parler is an alternate social media site without the strict rules that Facebook and Twitter have. Lord and Nikon. Okay, I'm not reading about Parler and shit. Timothy Moore is Pike is going to be on a different streaming service than Discovery? That's asinine. No, because they're stopping CBS All Access and they're moving all that stuff. Like CBS All Access, I don't think will exist anymore. It'll be Paramount Plus because they're remerging the two brands. So that's what I think is happening. That's what I understand. So. What was Dora doing there? LOL. Where? Dora where? What? Let's see. We're not talking about politics here, so. Matthew McNutt, your videos are still mirrored on Odyssey and Library. Yeah, they are, but only from like last year when we started doing it. So the fucking 6 years of back content, if anything happened, would just be gone. So whatever, it is what it is. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, do you guys not have all of the catalog backed up locally? If you don't, I would suggest investing in some network attached storage and back it all up. I'm sure Samuel has it all. He has all of the episodes of Trekyards for sure, not like all the ones that he's edited. But all these lives, all of my reviews, all that shit, I don't have the space to store all that stuff. He's got multiple external hard drives with all that. Plus he's got all those assets and stuff for fan films. Like he's got a shit ton of stuff. So yeah, and to go in and download everything off of YouTube again and to save it and then organize it and file it, it would just take so much work. And I just don't have the time to do that. Any guns inside your Transformers toys? No, I don't think so, Ozzy. It's just the figures. Like I said, I'll be doing a video on those on the Captain Foley personal channel. Lord and Nikon, you guys are great. You helped through my depression. Thank you for that. You are welcome, sir. We've heard that from a lot of people, that we helped them through a difficult time or while they were in the hospital or with their depression, even before COVID started. And to me, that blows me away because I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. I have my whole life, and dyslexia and some other shit too. Like whatever. I made it work. So, and I never really wanted to know. I never really knew what I wanted to do with my life. And then I got Trekyards, talking about some stuff I love, helping people out. People really enjoy it. Sure, there's a lot of haters too, which doesn't help with the depression and stuff. When you read those comments when you're depressed, not not really great, but it's something you have to deal with. So the fact that I'm making a difference in people's lives is really important to me. That's something that I feel like I never expected to be doing with my life, and it actually still boggles my mind that people will message us or talk to us when they see us, and they'll be like, "You really helped me through. You guys are great. I wish I could help out more, but I can't afford it. But you helped me through a time we were in the hospital and all this." And it's like, that's great. We're making content that we want to watch. So the fact that you enjoy it is fantastic, and we're happy to be able to help. So. Donnie Pearson, hello again, Stuart and all. Despite Larry King's passing this morning, NBC Universal plans to close down the MSNBC by year's end. The S is for sports. Nimble Fox, you would think Trekkies would be less into. Oh my God. Murray, I'm gonna buy you a Ferrari, let you and Sylvia live at my estate, and let you do some detective work for me. Murray, I'm down. I prefer a Lamborghini to a Ferrari if we're being, if we're negotiating right now. I'll be your head of security for the estate. Just make sure that your attack dogs are pugs. They can still be called Zeus and Apollo. That's fine. But I want to get along with them. Donnie says, speaking of Paramount Plus, I saw the 2 expedition-themed commercials for that new streaming service. Can't wait till March 4th. Sir Patrick Stewart narrated them. Ooh, cool. I haven't seen them yet, so. Olivia Julius, $5. Have you tried making a grinder profile? Also, where's the Jeffries Tube monster decoy? It's right here. You can still see it. Right there. Oh, if I turn this just a tad, you'll be able to see it. See? Does it make you feel better if I do that, Olivia, so that you can see them? Push this a little way, because that just looks stupid. Donnie, to agree with Robert Meyer Burnett, the Paramount brand is more recognizable worldwide than the CBS one. Oh, absolutely, yes. Captain Shannon Murphy is doing good, just bored out of her mind with all the Comic Cons being canceled. I know, right? Saved me a lot of money, though, that being said, so that's good. Not just in buying merchandise and collectibles, but in travel, so I can't complain. Thanks to you, I just bought the world's smallest Transformers from Big Bad Toy Store. I can't wait to put Optimus in a massive new Unicron's hand when he arrives, too. That is awesome. See, I got 2 Optimuses, so I can keep one in the package and open one. And I got 1 Starscream and 1 Bumblebee, because that's all they have. So I'll be doing a video about those this week sometime. Star Rec, I refuse to give CBS a dime for subscriptions. They take your cash and threaten you with litigation, YouTube strikes. Yeah, well. Murray Nathan, I found you a few years ago, and I'm obsessed with fictional starships, and that's why you're my favorite channel. Red Letter Media is a close second. Oh, I love Red Letter Media. I watch them all the time. So thank you. That's actually very flattering. Thank you. And I'm sorry we haven't, been doing a lot of detailed ship stuff. We do have more coming up, obviously. Now that we're done with New Trek for a while, we definitely have some more original format Trekyard stuff coming up. So just keep an eye out for that. And yeah. The VW Boy F1. Have you considered doing just 10 to 15-minute highlights from your longer live videos? Sometimes I don't have time to watch all 2 or 3 hours. Uh, no, we haven't done that because we don't have the time to go back and watch 2 or 3 hour videos and edit them down into 10 or 15 minutes. We need to get another editor to do that. And the problem with that is other editors not want money, and neither Samuel or myself we're not making a lot of money. So um, it's a good idea. It is a fantastic idea. And it's something we might consider at some point. But yeah, unfortunately, that's what our regular content is. We always release like 10, 15-minute long, 20-minute, whatever, videos about different topics. So there's always that stuff coming out. But yeah, the highlight reels from the lives might be interesting. It's a great idea, but yeah, just the time that's involved in watching all the content back again and editing it down is, to me, it hurts my brain to think about because we do so much content. Jordan says, I got 2 Optimists as well. We had the same thought. Yeah, see. Yeah. Great minds think alike, and fools seldom differ. Tim McCaffrey, GoBots don't get enough respect, lol. I know I used to have a lot of GoBots when I was a kid. I still have a few of them. I always wanted Leader 1, but all I had was the blue version of Leader 1. There was a blue version of him, which I think was a special one. I always wanted Psykill. I never had Psykill. I had the Coptor. I had the bigger ones, the bigger GoBots. I had the helicopter of that, which I still have, is really cool. I still have Coptor down, or no, Fightor. I've got him. I never had Coptor. But my friend Nick had a lot of the bigger ones, like the VW Beetle one. There was a doctor guy that turned into a futuristic looking car. GoBots had some cool shit and really simple transformations. I had a few knockoff GoBots. So there are already cheaper versions of Transformers, and then they had knockoff versions of those. So I still have some of them downstairs. That'd be a separate video altogether, just talking about the GoBots and what GoBots are in my collection. Donnie Pearson says, speaking of NBC Cap, Tom Brokaw retired from its news division after nearly 6 decades. All the best to him and his family. Oh, I did not know that. Olivia Julius, $5. Puggy treats for the poor puggy that hasn't ate in 3 minutes. I know. Black Delegation, the guy CBS sued kind of deserved it. You aren't supposed to profit off of someone else's intellectual property. It's like stealing. It is, but we know a lot of people at CBS. We have a good relationship with CBS. They don't have a problem with our content because it is basically a review. It helps them out, I guess. But we've never had an issue with CBS, and we know a lot of people at CBS. So yeah, it's a whole other conversation talking about CBS and what they think of Trekyards. Just that they've been watching us since we started. Let's put it that way, and we haven't crossed any lines. So we're gonna keep it like that. That's what I think. Rhode Island. I actually find that reading negative comments help me with my depression because they're hilarious. Some of them look like they've been written by people with mental age of 12 years old. I see what you mean. I have to be in a certain frame of mind to enjoy reading a negative comment. A lot of times, though, they're just the ones that stick with you. I get 1,000 comments that say, you guys are great, you helped me through depression, loved what you did here, continue what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. Then you get that one negative one that says, you're an idiot, go kill yourself, blah, blah, whatever. And that's the one that sticks with you, and it sucks. It sucks. So... the Ritual Kings, not knowing to do with your life is a common human trait. When I was a child, I wanted to become a comic book artist, but instead became a IT tech. But on the bright side, I have written a sci-fi book. That is awesome, Ritual King. Put it in the chat what it is. And if it's available, maybe people will be interested in buying it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean, I've wanted to be a few things over the course of my life. I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was young. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Um, and then I wanted to be a fighter pilot, but I've always worn glasses. That was always obviously out of the picture. Then I wanted to be a private investigator because my dad and I watched Magnum PI all the time. Um, I wanted to be a cop for a little while, and then I kind of went back to wanted to be a private investigator, and then eventually I did become a private investigator, and it's not exciting. It's not what you thought it would be. It's not like the guy said earlier. I don't get to drive a red Ferrari. I don't get to carry a gun. I don't have, it's not exciting, especially in Canada. There's a lot of paperwork. There's more paperwork than anything else. Um, and I just felt lost for a lot of years, and I still don't really know what I want to do, but I'm very content with Trekyards. It's something I can do at my own pace, and spend the time I need to on it, and it's very cathartic for me doing these lives, talking to you guys. So there are a lot of good things about it, and it might not be what I wanted to do from the beginning, but it's something that I think is important, and something that'll hopefully live on after me. Hopefully, we've created all this content. Hopefully people will appreciate it, remember it, watch it, download it. So if something happens to YouTube, people will be able to watch it in some form. I just want to live on afterwards, and I think hopefully I've accomplished that to some degree. So, yeah. And yes, make sure you hit like, guys. 81 people here, 71 or 73 likes, which is great. Hit that like button. If you can super chat, please consider doing it because it does help with the channel. And but definitely hitting like is a good free way to help us out. So please consider doing it. Rab says more fleet yards, but set a few specific universes. Say BattleTech, lots of nice-ish hard sci-fi warships with tabletop gaming rule sets. Problem with that, Rab, is I don't know a lot about BattleTech. Neither does Samuel. Don't know a lot about Warhammer. Neither does Samuel. So you go into it to do a ship that somebody's requested, or just a popular ship from a franchise. I got to find the research material for it. I've got to read it. I'm one of those people that if I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to do a good job researching it. I will, but I won't. I'm not going to enjoy it. It's not going to have the heart, the soul, the bite, the feeling that something I'm really interested in comes across. So people have asked for Warhammer 40K ships and stuff, and we were like, okay, well, we'll do them at some point, I'm sure, but I don't know anything about the franchise, so I don't want to talk about something that I don't really know much about. So yeah. SC Scout Guy, I too had to knock off versions of the GoBots that were made in Hong Kong. Jordan says, I don't suppose you ordered the Unicron crowdfunder. If not, I believe I live close enough to you that I could arrange something if you wanted to see it in person. Jordan, I would love that. I did not order it. I don't have the room for it. And I've got the older Unicron from Armada, which I think is fantastic. It's a good enough Unicron for me. The one from HasLabs, or I think, is it HasLabs or Hasbro Pulse? I think it's HasLabs. Is interesting, but it's too pricey for me, and plus I don't have the room for it. So if you want to arrange for me to come see it, I would love that. I would do a captain's log on it. That sounds really dirty. I will not take a shit on your Unicron. I will come and I will film it. We'll talk about it, get some footage for the fans, kind of give you my thoughts on it, do a little captain's personal channel video on that. So Jeffrey Jacobs, $2. Hey Cap, up early so I can't stay. Thanks for being you. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're enjoying your new job and stuff. Ensign MJS, how has your family reacted to the YouTube occupation and growth initially and now? Everybody loves it. Sylvia thinks it's great because I'm at home with the dogs, and when the kids were still living here, it was just home, so that the kids had somebody that was always here. It just takes a load off her mind. I clean up around the house. I've always kind of been the one that does the vacuuming and the tidying and stuff, because part of my OCD, I just need things to be a certain way. So people have loved it. Some people don't understand it. My brother Steve, who is a bigger Star Trek fan than I am, and I learned a lot of stuff I did about Star Trek from him. he tried watching our content and keeping up with it, and we just got to the point where he can't even keep up now because we just put out too much content. He just can't watch it. So he likes it, but you know, he probably wishes that, like, he's 10 years older than me, so he probably wishes that YouTube was around when he was a little younger, because he would have done it and he would have done a much better job than I do. So my parents, my mom passed away last year, but my dad doesn't really understand it. Like, he just does not understand how this is a thing that people do. But he accepts it. You know, we go to conventions and stuff. He just doesn't understand. He understands the gestalt of Star Trek. Not really a Trek fan though, but he understands that at least. And I don't think he understands how it works. Like, is it a real job? It, not really, but yes, it's tough. But yeah, but they've all, you know, accepted it and are very happy for me and my success. So I've been on TV because of it. We've been on different podcasts. We've been paid for to go to conventions as special guests and things like that. So they see those benefits to it, and it excites them. It makes them happy that I'm doing something that I like. So. Captain Shannon Murphy. I miss the old days of YouTube before Google merge, but before the unnecessary copyright strikes. I know. I would love to put some music in some of my videos, like funny little things, But if you have too long a clip, it's like, so you hear channels like big channels like Channel Awesome and stuff make their own version of a popular song, and it's like, it's similar enough that I know what you're going for, and yes, I can picture it with that song, but it's not, I don't know. Black delegation. Sorry for the miscommunication. I was referencing Axonar with my earlier comment. Oh, I know. You said the guy that got sued, but I know exactly what you're talking about. There's no miscommunication. There are other fan creators that, I guess, don't make money off of it, really. So yeah, I see what you're saying. I guess technically we kind of are making money off somebody else's IP because we don't own Star Trek, but we talk about it all the time, like channels based on it. So are we doing a bad thing? I don't know. We're just talking about something we love. I don't know. Captain Shannon Murphy. I used to dream of drawing comics when I was a little girl, then the comic industry went to crap. Black delegation. Trekyards doesn't profit off Star Trek IP. You are well within fair use. Oh, absolutely we are. But it's still, we're talking about their IP. It's a weird line. Like, sometimes I'm thinking, yeah, like, what if there was I would actually feel honored. I was going to say, what if there's a channel that was like, so the latest Trekyards episode, Sam said, thrusting nipples of power. It should be a t-shirt. It should be, because he did say that. If somebody was reviewing our stuff and making money off YouTube, I'd be like, that's fucking awesome. I love that. But yeah, I can see how a company might be, but they make so much money off of it, and then they copyright strike small channels so that either the videos get demonetized, or the creator gets a strike, gets their channel taken down, or the fact that the CBS is making the $7 off a video that the YouTube creator should rightfully be getting, because they edited it together, they created it, that's their content, using some clips or whatever from, but yet CBS, who's a multi-million-dollar company, is like, no, we want that $7. Like, go fuck yourself, CBS. That's a little bit much for me. I don't know. Legends 28. Question: how long will this live be? Because I'm actually procrastinating on writing 2 essays and studying for an exam. Ooh, it's been 44 minutes already. I'm kind of in the vibe, feeling it. So I don't know, another hour maybe. I don't want to keep you away from your work. Go do your work, man. Yeah, go do your work. Smart Smears, good thumbnail. Thank you. SC Scout Guy. Stuart, did you ever consider moving to the U.S. or another country other than Canada? Never. Never, never, never. Although, if I ever disappear, there's probably two places that I would end up. One's Las Vegas. I would love to live in Las Vegas. Just the weather's great. It'd be great for the Camaro as far as rust goes, or not lack of rust. Just salt, shitty weather conditions. I just love the climate. I hate cold weather. Um, and it's fucking Vegas. The other place I would want to live, as a contrast to that, is it's the Rocky Mountains, somewhere over in BC or Alberta. Um, just because the mountains are so gorgeous, I just love the mountains. So yeah. Captain Shannon Murphy, stop procrastinating, buckle down, get that stuff done, get that load off your shoulders. Trust me, you'll breathe easier with all that stuff done. I agree with her. Go do that. Scott Connor, I see what you mean. Steve Neal had to pull down most of his older model making videos due to music rights. I know Steve Neal does fantastic work. When we were in LA, we had arrangements to go see him and talk to him. He's been on Trekyards before. We've interviewed him a few times. We just didn't have the time to get down there, unfortunately. So Steve Neal's a great guy, and I love those old videos of his. But now he's not. He doesn't post like he used to. It's a shame, but. Mary Nathan, in the beginning, did Sylvia worry about dating you? Most TV detective girlfriends were murdered with. She did not, no. Because when I met her, I was working at a call center. That's how I met her. She was working there too. We were actually working for HP technical support, the computer technical support. And then it's a shithole fucking company in London, which anybody in London will know about, or near London. It's called, used to be called Stream, now it's called Convergys. It's a piece of shit company. They really mistreat their employees, but so I was working there, met Sylvia on the HP technical support program. Then I got moved to Bell. She got moved to Rogers. It was just a call center, right? So, and I worked there for just under a year. Finally told the customer to go fuck themselves because I'm not a people person 50% of the time. Sometimes I'm really good with people, other times don't fucking talk to me. And somebody just screamed at me for no reason after a stressful day, so I told them to go fuck themselves, hung up on them, stood up and said, I quit. You're probably going to fire me after you hear that quality call anyway. So went home, made a phone call, and got a interview for a local investigation company the same day. So, and then did that for a few more years. So I already knew Sylvia because I called her later in the day and said, yes, I'm not working there anymore. I quit. She's like, what? I said, don't worry. I probably have my old job back, so it's fine. So, yeah. Paul Graham, being a PI almost exclusively about internet searches, paid databases, hanging out to take unhappy pictures in the most boring car possible and delivering bad news. Being a PI sucks. Paul, my friend, you got it down. Absolutely. Or getting attacked with baseball bats. Getting chased with baseball bats at least because somebody sees photographing them when they're out playing tennis and they should be, at home in bed, immobile, because they have a back injury that they're getting unemployment or some kind of disability for, and it's like, oh shit, and now they're coming at me with a baseball bat because they're out playing baseball or doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, and anyway. Ritual King, sorry Trekyards, the book is written but not out yet. I plan on publishing it this summer. Hopefully I'm saving to move into a house this summer. And when I publish, I'll comment at night. Yes, please shoot me a DM. I will definitely promote the shit out of it and get it out there because I know a few people that are authors, and anything to get that promoted and helped. And we got a bit of a fan base here, so please let me know. Shannon Murphy, private investigator. So if a wife suspects her hubby of having an affair, she calls. No, that's not how it works in Canada. Like I said, I worked for doing like insurance fraud and stuff for a long time, and then some cybersecurity and stuff. So totally different situation here. It's not at all like it is in the States. You don't really work for yourself necessarily. I worked for a security company that had investigators working for them. And I applied for a security guard position because I saw it advertised security guard. And when I applied, they're like, we need another investigator or two. Would you be interested in taking the apprenticeship or the training course. And I'm like, yeah, twist my arm. Twist my. There we go. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, it talked me into it. Of course, you know. So I hit my lifelong ambition to be a private investigator. Did that for quite a few years, and then it's like, now what do I do? It's like, well, yeah. Jordan says HasLab is a subset of Hasbro Pulse. Yes, I thought it was HasLab specifically that the whatchamacallit, the Unicron is from. I think HasLab is the one that, if they get enough people buying into it, they produce it. Hasbro Pulse is more they're producing stuff, and you can order stuff exclusively through them. Because I got my Maverick, my F-14 Transformer from Top Gun through Hasbro Pulse. So Jordan says, I will happily reach out to you once it arrives and I'll make that happen. That is awesome, my friend. Where are you from? Where are you located? So I know. Olivia Julius, $10. Just remember, Captain, without you, we would never know how pointy a beard can get. I appreciate your show, and being a mod on this channel has given me a lot of people to annoy, talk to. Thank you, Olivia. And thank you for the beard comment. It's still, I want it to be longer and nice, but it always grows so funny, and my hair follicles are weird, so it kind of does this, and then you trim it, and it doesn't look right, and then you have to like trim it shorter to fix it, and then it's perpetuals, and this is the best I can do. This is the best facial hair I can do. All this shit grows patchy and looks like shit, so yeah. Captain Shannon Murphy, I miss when Hasbro made the 3 3/4 inch Marvel action figures. I love collecting those. James McGill is here. Hey, James. Jordan Shred, $2. Captain's Log, not take a shit, made me laugh. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad it made somebody laugh. Garage Guy 879, have you seen the new Paramount Plus streaming commercial with Anson Mount? I haven't yet. No, people have been talking about it today to me, and I haven't seen it. Timothy says, sorry about your hero. When you're other passing, press F to pay respects. That's okay. Like I said, it happened not this past October, but the October before that. So just a little more than a year now. So, but thank you. I appreciate that. Captain Shannon Murphy, my dad gets all the credit for making me a nerd. He took me to my first Comic-Con in Charlotte when I was 9. Ensured I was raised on comics, had me watch TOS and TNG episodes. The man deserves a medal. Curtis, hi Captain, I got copyright claims when I had music playing them, but my music was a short video, but I still got copyright claims. Suck. I agree, Curtis. And I know you're just expressing your love for like the music, like Elvis or whatever. I get it. Little secret though, the clip should be under 15 seconds. Then you can play a little bit of music without it getting flagged. So, but yeah. Olivia throws in $5. Come to Captain Foley's personal log. Sometimes it's hard to get through. Sometimes it's really funny. Sometimes it's really runny. Oh my God, that's disgusting, Olivia. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, skip over this question if it is too personal. Absolutely is the answer. It is absolutely worth it. It takes a lot of work, though. A lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of busting your ass. But you can do it. That's the answer. That's the answer, Mr. Spock. The Ronin, $2. Trekyards, top 10 best and worst takes of Trekyards. Ooh, we gotta do something like that for sure. Shannon Murphy, I think 30 seconds for a song with citations is acceptable, fair use. I'm guessing you followed that and they slapped you with the claims anyway. No, he wouldn't have followed that. He just likes to show off his vinyl records and stuff, I assume. I haven't really seen one of your videos about that specifically, Curtis, but James McGill, can't stay, he's got to get up early. Thanks, Captain, for your efforts in Trekyards and putting up with BS that comes your way. Stay frosty. Sarcastic Vulcan salute. Thank you so much. Curtis says, I know Captain Shannon Murphy, so I took my video down anyway. Jordan Shred, we agree on Vegas. I'm not a beach person, so if I want sand, I go to the desert of Vegas. Absolutely. Robbie says, sorry to hear about your mother. Today was the 18th year since my mother passed. Oh my goodness. Wow. Smart Smears. To be fair, there's plenty of people talking about Trek IP. We come to the channel for your specific voice. I think I watch this Trek culture and Jesse Gender the most. Good mix of opinions. Well, thank you very much, Smart Smears. Shannon Murphy. Florida's pretty great. Trekyards. Pretty warm weather, but it's got sinkholes, gators, mosquitoes, hurricanes. But hey, no property tax. And one other thing Florida has is just type in Florida man on Google, just Florida man, and see what comes up. Florida man, Florida shenanigans are crazy. Just saying. Scott Connor, Alberta is nice. I visited Calgary a couple of times to get the chance. See Banff and the Royal Tyrrell Museum in Drumheller. Paul Graham, $5. I, for one, am glad that you talk about what you love. I'm also up early. Good night. Have a great show. Oh, Paul, I wish you could stick around. I missed chatting with you, Paul. Paul, we got to get together soon. Have a good night, my friend, and see you soon. Murray Nathan, $2. Free money. Thank you very much, Murphy. Murray. Why did I call you Murphy? Oh. Shannon Murphy. Oh, and the proximity to WDW is awesome. What's WDW? Oh, Walt Disney World. Gotcha. Smart Smears. The baseball bat story sounds too specific to be an example pulled from nowhere. Oh, yeah. Almost had the truck I was driving at the time, a Sonoma, hit by that baseball bat. Got the rest of the day off because of it, though, because there was another investigator as well, which observed it and could take over. It shook me up a little bit. So, another thing we did, we would follow people to see where they go, and we'd use multiple vehicles, following them on the 401 or whatever. So pass them, get in front of them, and so it's not suspicious. So. Was your PI named Dixon Hill? No, it was Stuart Foley. I've never been able to get how people can make money and get so many views from an unboxing videos. They're literally just taking something in a box, they get hundreds of thousands of views. Yeah, some of them do, man. It's impressive. The Ritual Kings. Trust me, I've fixed many people's issues over the phone, and I can, if I can remote in, I've gotten close to telling a person to F off. It just hung up on them. I used to hang up on people a lot or release the call by accident. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Because honestly, I wasn't in the mood. Like I said, I did that job for just around a year, and I'm just like, I can't do this. This is not for me. This is not what works for me, unfortunately. So, yeah, told the customer to fuck off because they yelled at me because they were on hold for 40 minutes. Not my fault. I'm sorry the queue is so big at the moment, but go fuck yourself too. Terry West 111. Ooh, Cap, show us the F-14 Maverick Transformer. I love the Top Gun and Transformers. I would, but it's up there. He's in robot mode right now, and I'm not going to get him down for this video. I did the video on my Captain Foley personal channel. That was a live unboxing and transformation of it. I'd say go check that out. Pixie Doodle says beard oil. I have beard oil. I put beard oil in and like mold it and pull it and stretch it. Like, did those follicles fucking work? And let's go. But yeah, it still grows funny. I got really weird hair. I got a double cowlick. I got a cowlick. And I got a double crown in my hair. Like, I've got weird hair issues. Plus, I have no hair on the rest of my body. I mean, I have arm hair. You can see it, kind of. But it's blonde. Like, very blonde. So it looks like I don't have any. Same on my legs. Got leg hair, but it looks like I shave my legs and I don't. I have no chest hair to speak of, as many people who have watched some drunk streams know. And I don't shave that, so. Shannon Murphy reminds me of those Terran goatees. Looking sharp, by the way. Thank you so much. Jordan Shred, there's a bit of a delay answering your questions. I am in West Toronto, so just up the 401 from you. I was the guy who mailed you the Mirror Enterprise D Eagle Mouse. Oh yes, thank you very much. Okay, so just Toronto. Yeah, that's cool actually. So David Woomer. I looked and they did a Star Trek Monopoly game. They did a Star Trek Monopoly game has sprouted. I've got a TNG Star Trek Monopoly. I think. Got a Transformers Monopoly. I know that. It's downstairs. The Ritual Kings. I never came back. It never came back to me. I hung up on the person, so I was lucky. Oh yeah, I did that a few times, and they didn't get quality, or I didn't get caught. But yeah. Tim McCaffrey. Did you see the King Kong versus or the Godzilla versus King Kong trailer? Yes, it's one I want to see in theaters. Thank you. That's a theater-worthy movie. A lot of movies aren't theater-worthy. Who gives a shit if you see a rom-com or whatever at a fucking theater? No, don't care. Sci-fi epic, yes, theater. Theater-worthy, big screen. Hope they're open by then. In 3D. I got a 3D TV downstairs, 65-inch. Love it. I love 3D content. 3D content's fantastic. But that's what I want to see in the theater. I don't think if they release it on HBO Max or whatever, you're going to have the option to watch it in 3D, which is going to suck. When it comes out on Blu-ray, they might do a 3D. They're kind of stopping 3D, unfortunately. So, but yes, I did see it, Tim. It looks fantastic. Life is good. Godzilla versus King Kong. Terry says, I just saw the Paramount Plus commercial today. Pike looked awesome. Shannon Murphy, Trekyards. Regarding my dad making me a nerd, I will pin a medal on his chest for sure. Awesome. Surge says, sup, Captain Foley. Are you guys going to go back to doing TNG reviews now that Disco is done? Yes, and we're going to mix it up and do like a TNG, then a DS9, then a Voyager, then TNG. We're going to mix it up so that you guys have various stuff to watch. So yes, absolutely. JL Young, I am also an author. Sci-fi is my genre. I have 3 novels available and currently writing a 3-book series. Well, JL Young, put them in the chat here in the comments what the name of the books are, and maybe people will be interested and go buy them because I want to help people out. Florida man is one crazy dude. Serge says, I'm Tampa, Florida, too, bro. That's scary. Go Bucks. Olivia Julius, $5. So where's the cute guard puggy? We all know she's adorable, but mean and angry in a moment's notice. She's either in my son's room right now or downstairs on the couch. Terry West, does anyone know a Star Trek Prodigy will be shown on Paramount Plus? That's a good question. I don't think so. The understanding that I've been getting is that it's exclusively on Nickelodeon. So I'll have to look into that when that comes out, obviously, because we need to watch it. So yeah, I would assume it's still Star Trek. It's still their thing. Like, I thought it would be on CBS All Access or Paramount or something, but I don't know. Donnie says he can imagine them streaming Paramount Plus, but on a streaming next day basis. That's an actual good thought, Donnie. Shannon says, Florida man is so extreme he'd survive a nuclear apocalypse. He'd probably cause it and survive it and thrive from it. Donnie says, I have been to one Disney park anywhere on Earth, California Adventure. Legend 28, wanted to tell you now I love your vids and I'm currently rewatching all your Discovery Lives. Thank you so much, Legend 28. Really appreciate that. Going back to Donnie's comment for a second there. I've only been to one as well. It was the one in Florida, so Walt Disney World, I believe, and I was 5. We took a road trip down there. It took 3 days to drive down there or whatever. Stopping on the way. I don't remember a lot of it, but yeah, I was like 5 when I went to Disney World, so. Dave says, I'm on my fake, a Star Trek fan myself. Almost had a chance to go to my first Star Trek convention in Vegas, but there's always next year, and I'm a big, huge fan of yours. Indeed, a big YouTube fan. Well, thank you, David. Yeah, we made it to the 2019 Vegas convention, Samuel and myself as Trekyards. Before that, I went to the 2013 with Sylvia, because we actually got married down there in Vegas. Not by Velvis, not by Captain Kirk. We went down to Vegas to get married. Went to the Star Trek convention. I got to drive a Lamborghini Aventador around the track as my engagement gift, and we got married in a helicopter above the strip at night. So left from like, we were staying at the Luxor, went to the airport, got chauffeured to the airport in a limo, got in the helicopter, flew down the strip at night, went around the stratosphere, the stratus, whatever, the big one at the end of the strip. And then that's where we got actually married. As we were going around that, we got married. So we were unmarried for the first part and married on the way back. And it was beautiful. Awesome pictures of the strip at night. It was just such a great. So I've been to 2 Vegas's conventions, and we were going to go to this year's one. This last year, 2020, got canceled. We want to go to this one this year, but I think it's still going to be iffy at best. So we're probably going to plan for the next year or so. Olivia, $2. When was the last time you played Hot Puggy Potato? Well, she's getting too fat, so. Material Defender says, one time I farted. Hey, I did that on like a live stream last night when I was playing Bridge Crew. Shannon Murphy, on phone calls, I was so tempted to pick up and waste a scammer's time. This one voice actress pretended to be an eBay customer service to fool an eBay scammer. It was hilarious. Smart Smears, call center stuff is rough. I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's soul drain. It's soul sucking to the extreme. Call centers are fucking not great. Shannon Murphy, is it just me or is Artist Alley getting too big? I could have sworn there was a time when it didn't take up half the floor. It is getting too big, but there's people have 3D printers now, and there's just so much more like Etsy and online selling and stuff that there's just more vendors. So the Artist Alley, it is quite big, but Scott Connor, I worked phone-based tech support for 18 years. It's a very efficient way of destroying your faith in humanity. Yes, and your will to live. Shannon Murphy, I have a Star Trek Risk game. When we play, Voyager is mine as a rule. LOL. Terry West, King Kong vs. Godzilla looked awesome. I'm on board for that. Curtis says, Captain, do you think that Disney would buy Trek like they did with Star Wars? Don't see why not. I mean, I as much as people rally against or rail against me when I say this, I think it'd be great if Disney bought Star Trek. We would have a Star Trek section of, we have a strange new world and is it Disney? You go visit, and it'd be fucking awesome. It'd be like the old Paramount parks, like Canada's Wonderland, when they had the Star Trek stuff there. It was great, you know. And Disney would create really good merch. We don't have good Star Trek merch. We don't have Discovery merch. We don't have Lower Decks merch. Like, Disney would merch the fuck out of it, and it'd be awesome. So I'd love for them to have it, but. Serge says, that's awesome. I'm so excited for Voyager and DS9 too. Yeah, and then we'll be doing TOS, and we'll do Enterprise, and we'll do all of them. Because we don't want to do them all. J.L. Young says, the names of the books are Veiled Stars, Measured Land, and Where the Stars Hang. All of them are available on Amazon. Guys, go look them up. Go read the synopsis, see if it's something you're interested in, and help out J.L. Young. Go buy those on Amazon. I'll have to see if I can, I'll scroll back at the end of this and take a look at them on Amazon when I'm hanging out tonight. So, Captain Shannon Murphy, can't wait for Voyager. Can you do me a favor and skip Threshold by default? That episode deserves to be forgotten. We've already covered Threshold because Anti-Trekker forced us to do it. And that's the Warp 10 one. That's the worst episode of Voyager. So some people say. I don't think it's that bad. The first half of it is great, in my opinion. The first half is an awesome episode. It then devolves a little bit, even though while Tom Paris was evolving, the episode devolved. But the first part was great. Mr. Simpkins, do you think Discovery can correct the mess Star Trek has become since the train wrecks of Star Trek that likes Discovery and Picard? I think it's a possibility. We need a Jon Favreau of Star Trek, though. Donnie Pearson, I hope that the CBS and Nickelodeon stuff will stream on Paramount Plus on the streaming next day basis. All the current NBC shows are streaming on Peacock and the streaming next day basis. Let's see. Jared Riddick went through a ton of y'all's Lower Decks videos yesterday. Great stuff, man. Thank you so much. Those were really fun to do. We just wish that the whole world could have seen Lower Decks before we did them, but we couldn't really sit on it, unfortunately. Shannon Murphy, I feel like I'm one of the very rare Disney guests who tolerates and actually likes It's a Small World. It's a small world after all. 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 This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on, my friends. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. I'm gonna go and myself again. Anyway, Captain Shannon, Jared says he lived in Vegas for 2 years. Very interesting place. Yeah, I would definitely like to live there. Shannon Murphy says it's the Stratosphere. Thank you so much. Couldn't remember the name of it, but yes. Donnie, my mom and I went to Disney California Adventure back in mid-December of 2018, 3 months before Disney completed its acquisition of 21st Century Fox. Donnie Pearson said, "Error fixed, Cap. What fixed? What happened? Who? What now?" Olivia Julius, $5. Captain Foley got married by a Klingon while speaking Klingonese. I did not. Project Chiva, Cap, did you drive the Lamborghini at Speed Vegas? Exotic Racing. It was Exotic Racing. It was just outside Vegas. I don't remember the name of the track, but it was Exotic Racing. 2020 would have been my first Star Trek Las Vegas ever, says Shannon. Oh, man. Terry West, I love Vegas. I have been there. I have been there in a while. Haven't been there. Okay. Sorry. Dyslexia is kicking in. You guys can tell when it happens. I used to go for a lot of Star Trek experiences. So, yeah, I never made it to Star Trek Experience, which is a fucking shame because I would have loved it. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, you'll be happy to know that Star Trek Girl uploaded her first new video in 6 years last night. What? That's awesome! Oh my god, it's funny. 2 days ago, I watched one of her first videos. I love Star Trek Girl. Okay, that I'm going to watch tonight. Thank you so much for telling me that. Is it about Star Trek? I know she's on Twitter. I've talked to her. I saw her in 2013 at the Vegas convention. I just started watching her channel. This is before Trekyards existed. So I was with Sylvia. We're sitting down. She walked by. I recognized her tattoo and her hair. She's and I'm like, that's Star Trek Girl. She's like, do you need a napkin? And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't have the guts to go up and say hi to her. So like last year, the year before, no, it was sometime last year. Actually, it was 2019. Here's the story. Katwalski messaged Samuel and myself to be in his 50 years of Star Trek, or what Star Trek means to us, what Star Trek means to YouTuber creators video. We agreed to do that. Star Trek Girl was in that. And I messaged Katwalski and I'm like, how did you get her? And he's like, well, I just messaged her. Here's her information. So I messaged her, reached out to her on Twitter. She's been talking, she does a lot of weed stuff on Twitter, which is fine. But I messaged her and I'm like, thank you so much for doing what you do because you were one of the inspirations for Trekyards. She goes, I said, do you even know who Trekyards is? And she's like, yeah, I watch Trekyards all the time. I love you guys. And I said, you know, you were a huge inspiration for us or at least me doing that. And she was like, really? Because I never really got a lot of viewers. I'm like, no, trust me, you were an influential Star Trek YouTube creator that really helped me with that whole thing. And she was quite honored by that. And she said, I asked her if she'll be making Star Trek videos again anytime soon. She said, probably not. She wasn't sure, but probably not. So I'm glad to hear that she's made another one. I will check that out. Murray says, ever chased by a sumo wrestler and a midget? Deep magnum cut. Curtis Simpkins, Captain, you know I was giving you a hard time when you're playing Bridge Crew. It's all in fun. Oh, I know, Curtis. Curtis is always there. He's on me and Will's channel, and he's commenting, and I love Curtis. He's awesome. Mark Lawrence, $5. 2020 Star Trek Las Vegas. I'm there, and you can drive my Cybertruck 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds warp speed. Oh man, Mark, you are our savior. Mark was so kind to us when we went down in 2019 to Vegas. So thank you so much, Mark. You were a godsend. You saved the day. Oops, 2020. 2022, yes. Shannon Murphy says, I'm waiting for a Voyager update before I get Bridge Crew. It's not going to happen. Just get Bridge Crew now while you can. If I don't get to sit on the Intrepid class bridge, I'm not interested. Well, you're missing out. If you have VR, you need to check it out, even though it's not the Intrepid bridge. Terry West says, there hasn't been any Star Trek in theme parks since Universal Studios had the Star Trek bridge experience way back in the 80s. Well, Canada's Wonderland, just outside Toronto, used to be a Paramount Park, and they had a bunch of Paramount movie stuff in there. There's a whole Star Trek gift shop. You had people walking around as Ferengis, Starfleet officers, Klingons, and Romulans just wandering around the park. There was even a big Enterprise, like a 11, 12 foot big model. Yeah, I missed that shit. That's where I got my, probably downstairs. I got a Starfleet graduation ring, which I don't know where that is, actually. It's either up here or downstairs. Oh well. Scott Connor, Captain Foley, which science fiction universe would you most like to do a Trekyards video on, but haven't yet dealt with? I mean, people keep asking for The Expanse. I just started watching The Expanse. I hope it picks up because it's kind of boring. I don't know. We've touched on a lot of the ones that we really wanted to. Like, there's Transformer stuff on there. There's G-Force or Gachimon, Battle of the Planets, whatever you want to call it. That's on there. Star Wars, of course. Galaxy Quest. Aliens. We've done a lot of shit on there. So I don't know. That's a very good question. I'd have to think about that because we've covered a lot of stuff. Sergeant Montgomery, Paramount dropped a couple of videos on YouTube featuring Pike and Spock and various other CBS characters. Yeah, they're banking on that for sure. Smart Smears, will it be interesting to finally experience this channel off season? I've been going back to watch season 1 of TNG reviews as I watch the show. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Captain Shannon Murphy, already covered. Good. Thank you for sparing me the pain. I'd rather be assimilated than watch that horrible thing. What? Oh, I forget what we're talking about. Mike McMahon for overall Trek runner. Hey, I'd be down. I'd be down for that. He's a good guy. Terry West, does anyone remember the Star Trek Bridge Adventures at Universal Studios? Yeah, I've seen videos of people's things for that, so yes. Haha, I got you to sing. Hey, I sing all the time. John Favs has made Disney so much money they should buy Star Trek for his birthday. Jared said, agreed with McMahon being an overall showrunner. I love Lower Decks, and he definitely earned some of the cred back in my book doing the interview with you guys. Oh, he is a fan of Star Trek. Like it shows. It shows. Donnie, I love everything Disney, especially with the company owning 20th Century Studios. Cues Alfred Newman's 20th Century Fanfare. Explanatory Live. I watch so much Trekyards. I think you will be at 100,000 subs. No, we won't be. That leads me back into the whole reason I started this fucking live. Ugh, just depressing. I'll be happy to break 60,000 at this fucking rate. Like, we were there. We had already been above that. Then they got scooped back from us, and then we're just almost there again, and got scooped back again. It's like, fuck off. Just let us get to 60,000 at least now. Now it's just 60,000. It's like, I don't care about 100,000. I just want to get to fucking 60,000. But thank you. I appreciate that. Explanatory Live. Robbie, currently CBS All Access in the US, Nickelodeon, so I assume Paramount will have it. Exploratory Live, what software you use for live streaming? When we do the regular ones, Samuel, we use OBS. For this, I just use just the YouTube app on my phone, just the live stream from that. So Shannon Murphy, 100 million questions for the hero who brings back the Star Trek experience attractions. Oh, 100 million Quatloos. The DPS report. 2019 was my favorite. Was my first Star Trek Las Vegas. Met Captain and Sam. You both are fine gentlemen. Awesome. Awesome. We met a lot of people there. It was amazing. Like I said, the last time I was there was 2013. Trekyards didn't exist, so it was just a person there at a convention. This time it's like you walk fucking 10 feet. It's like, Trekyards, Captain Foley. It was great. It was great being recognized and acknowledged for what we do. So it was good to meet you. I don't remember specifically. We probably got a picture with you. We like to get pictures with all of our fans that we put in compilation videos and stuff like that. So probably a video or a picture of you. So awesome, good. But I just said hi. A lot of people even were like, you could just see them, or they walk by you and you can see the acknowledgement on their face, like they know who you are, but they don't want to say anything. They don't want to bug you. It's like, no, come on, bug me, say hi. Appreciate that. Or a lot of times it's probably just they recognize you, but they don't know where from because it's out of context. I'm not a floating head in a box, so they're like, I know that face. Who is that guy? And they're trying to like be all like cool, like, oh, yeah, and you can see them like fucking walking by, and you're like, yep, they recognize me or something. Tim McCaffrey, $5. Have you talked to Penske File at all? They seem like they'd be a good collaboration. Penske File. I'm not even sure who that is. I've made a cameo appearance on a Trek Culture or two, and we're actually going to be on Trek Culture, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. We're filming with them. I don't know if they do live or whatever, but we're going to be on Trek Culture. We've teamed up with Space Stock, we've teamed up with Anti-Trekker, Lore Reloaded, a few other ones as well, Resurrected Starships, quite a few different creators. James McD, Cap, have you seen the Connie upgrade on Pinterest? Is it okay I send you the link? You can send it to me. I've probably seen it, but Smart Smears, looks like Kate Mulgrew just accidentally revealed she's finished doing Star Trek Prodigy Season 1 and is excited about doing Season 2. That is cool. Shannon Murphy says, God, I so wanted to do Star Trek Las Vegas 2020. Was planning on hitting all the Voyager anniversary stuff. Oh, that's right. It was oh, I feel so bad for you. If you go to the next one, we'll probably be there, so we'll see you. Say hi. Come and say hi to us. The Rona in Paramount in California back in the day also had a Borg-themed roller coaster. It was a suspended coaster. That's cool. Project Achieva, I just looked. Star Trek Girls' latest video was a year ago. Yeah, I didn't think it was anytime soon, but I'll check again. Shannon Murphy, okay, Paramount, let's do a Star Trek theme park, please. I need it. I know, man. Terry West, Star Trek desperately needs some kind of theme park attraction. They do indeed. Legend 28. Okay, I'm going to get to my essay now, probably. LOL. Well, Legend, let's see, we're at almost an hour and a half. I should probably wrap it up soon. My back is getting a little sore. I do have to go to take some medication and sit in my comfy chair. I'll be finishing up soon. So, Robbie says, have all the figurines from back in the day, have all the characters from Homestar, Sad, Strong, Bad, and Homestar on my desk still. I don't know what any of that means. Homestar. Shannon says, I was thinking of Walt Disney World type layout, a land for each show or quadrant or something, but there better be a Borg themed attraction and uniforms better be allowed. Yeah, see, that's brilliant. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, it looks like Star Trek Girls video from January 23rd, 2020 and not 21. I don't know why YouTube gave you a notification for it. Sorry to get your hopes up. That's okay. I still go back and watch it even though it's a year ago. I will go take a look. We were talking about Threshold. Yuck. Jordan says Transformers Kingdom later this year is supposed to have a Titan class figure as a transforming Arc spaceship, Omega Supreme sized. Done the Arc on Fleet Yard? Yes, we've done the Arc and the Nemesis. So yes, check those out. Go type in Fleet Yards, the Arc Transformers, you'll find it. Curtis says, Captain, have you ever thought of doing ships from video games like Mass Effect Andromeda? The game has some nice... Yes, we've done Mass Effect and Andromeda. We've done a lot of video game ships as well. Donnie says, speaking of Paramount, the Paramount Network in the United States to be rebranded as Paramount Movie Network by year's end. Ooh. YJ Wrangler, I'm also curious how Trekyards is the authority everyone on YouTube seems to respect, but your subs are relatively low. I honestly don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it either. We are one that people respect generally, but yeah, we've been described by other YouTubers as grossly undersubscribed to, and I don't know why. But everybody knows about us, so. Jared says, previous posts might have disappeared. If not, I apologize. Have you guys ever used email marketing to try and drive traffic? We have not, no. Dakota Ray Price, do you think that Star Trek Kobayashi... What do you think of the Star Trek Kobayashi Maru book? I loved it. It was awesome. The audiobook is also good. Shannon Murphy says, I'd probably be in the bugging you crowd. I like to geek out. Thanks. Its cancellation is the definition of pain. Pain. Yeah, don't worry about bugging us. Just come up and say hi. The DPS report. Yep, we got a picture together in 2019. I was the TNG Admiral in a scooter. Oh, yes, you just tweeted that, yeah. I tweeted it at a friend recently and commented on it. Look forward to seeing you guys again. Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm pointing. Like, I like to point. Like, when I'm, like, you're the most important thing in this picture. And the way I'm pointing behind you, it just looks, my thumb's like this. So it looks like I'm giving you the finger. It's like, I feel bad because of the way it's angled. When I saw the picture on Twitter not that long ago, I'm like, ooh, looks like I'm giving you the finger. I hope you don't think that. But you didn't, so that's cool. But now you do, and I shouldn't have said anything. Robbie says, Homestar Runner and OG Flash cartoon. Oh, okay. Terry West, Cap, I know you love collecting Star Trek model ships. Have you seen the news about the release of the 1/1000 scale Voyager model? I haven't. That's very awesome, though. Shannon Murphy, I'm looking for a Voyager compression phaser rifle prop before I go to my next con. I need a prop to carry around and pose with. I'm sure there's going to be lots of 3D printed ones these days, so I would just keep an eye out, keep looking. Olivia Julius, $5. Which intro sequence is better, Enterprise or Firefly? Answer correctly, please. I don't think I've ever seen the Firefly intro. I know, I don't deserve to have a sci-fi channel. But I'm going to say Firefly with the way you worded that question, would be my guess. Paul says Firefly. Paul is still here. Paul, go to bed. God damn it. Jared, I've got some experience with email marketing through work. Once I finish my master's at the end of April, I'd be happy to help out and see what I could do. Shoot us an email or direct message me on Facebook. We'll talk. I'm looking for some Voyager pad props and a decent Voyager tricorder. Cool. Shannon Murphy says, it's like I don't care if I have to paint it myself or whatever. I'm good with the spray can and love the smell of spray paint. Rhode Island, no offense. Could the reason why you have low subscriber numbers also is because of the name? If your name, it does kind of sound like you just talk about ships or a hiking channel. Maybe? I don't know. It's never been a consideration and nobody's ever mentioned it, so. Yeah, Trekyards. We specialize in hiking through people's yards. We teach you how to hike and have an adventure and a journey in your backyard. That's funny. Never thought about that. Olivia Julius, $2. Good, Captain. Here's $2. See, I get rewarded when I say things properly. The DPS report. Cap, you have my permission to actually give me the finger the next time we meet. Otherwise, I'll treat like a badge of honor. No, I don't want to do that. That's not cool. Tim McCaffrey posted the link to the Penske file on the Facebook page. Thank you. Yard treks. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2. That's exactly right. Shannon Murphy, I can't get any scale models until I finish Christine. I haven't put the engine together and she is not thrilled. Ooh. Utter toast stubbery. It's about 3:30 and I just got up. Live stream is a welcome surprise. Well, good morning. I'm just ending it out though, I think. Jared, I'll shoot you a message about it this week, getting ready for end of program exams. Have a blast. Or it's a blast. Legend. Well, autocorrect always corrects. It's Trekyards for me. Yes, that's true. Or Trekyards. Paul Graham, Wednesday or Thursday, we can get together then, but I really am going to bed now. All right, Paul, well, just message me, shoot me a message, we'll chat. We shouldn't get together because of COVID, but I don't know we can do much. I don't know, we'll see. Robbie Ansley, $5. Take my money, Cap. Thank you, we will. We appreciate it. Shannon Murphy, possessed cars are pieces of work, you know. Yeah, Christine's a great movie. It's funny because I talk to my car much the same way that he talks to Christine. It's kind of scary, actually. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call that quits for now. My back is killing me, and I need to go probably do some stretches, have a sit down, watch some YouTube, take some back medication, and some melatonin so I can actually sleep because I don't sleep well generally. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining me, guys. You guys are awesome. Initially, this was to talk a little bit about the subscriber thing and then go into just pet peeves that people have because I have a bunch. And I assumed you guys would put some in as well, but we didn't get around to talking about pet peeves, so maybe we'll do that at some point next week. I'll be doing some more lives like this late at night, so it'll be a pet peeve kind of thing. So thank you guys for watching, and have yourselves a great night. And DPS report, I would never give you the finger, sir. I salute you, Admiral, sir. All right, so, and Shannon, Captain Shannon, if you go to the next Vegas, I don't know if it's going to be this year or not. I don't know if I'll make it to this year if it is on, but for 2022, everything should be fine to go for that. Kosher, everybody's got their shots and all the virus things are done and all that shit. I would love to meet you. So by all means, if you see us, say hi. Don't be afraid to say hi. Don't be afraid to come up and bug us. Just say, Captain Foley, and like throw things at us. I don't care. Just try not to be too mean. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. I got the best people in the world to hang out with at any time that I want. Just do a live and people show up and hang out with me, and I love it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. We'll probably do a live Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. I can't really do one tomorrow because I'm on another podcast at 7 or 8 o'clock called Shh, the movie's starting. My friend Chris Pico does it. We're going to be taking a look at Starship Troopers, and then Samuel can't do a live on Wednesday. So Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will probably be our lives this week. So tune in for those and just stay posted to Facebook and YouTube. Make your notification bell icon is click to all and all that jazz. Be subscribed. You know the routine. Do those things and we'll let you know when we're going live. So if you haven't hit like yet, hit that like before you scoot out of here. We have 109 likes, which is awesome, but hit that like if you haven't already. And again, I'm rambling too much. I'm going to say goodbye now. Have a good night. Squadron course, $2, maybe late, but last. You're not last. You are the winner. You have beat out Robbie Ansley. So thank you, Squadron course. Very much appreciated. Have yourselves a great night, guys. One more like to get to 115.